Okay, folks. Sorry. My volleyball girls, there's like, what, 4 of you? I started and then I realized, oh crap, we forgot to record.
We forgot women.
So here's what I got. So if you're checking your answers, and if these don't make any sense to you, I can go back and explain them to you tomorrow. But number 1, we got 63. Number 2, the answer was 30. Okay. Number 3, those two are equal to each other, so it's 16. Number 4, you're solving for x. Those two are equal to each other, so that's 44. Number 5, you had to solve for x and y at the same time, and it's 47 and 55. If you need to go back and see my work, you can. But there is that. Number 6, we just got done. We solved, and we got that p was 8. And if you plug back in, one angle is 47 and the other angle is 43. So here we go. Now you're caught up. All right, number 7. Number 7, let's label some stuff. NLH. Which angle is NLH?
The big one.
Angle 1 is 3s plus 5. Label it. JLK. Which one's JLK? 4 is 6s minus 23. Okay, what do I know about angle 1 and angle 4?
They equal 90.
Yeah, if 2 and 3 are 90, 1 and 4 are the other 90. So those two added together make the other 90, right? So 3s, they're not equal to each other, right? They add up together to be 90. All right, 9s minus, I hear what Wyatt's saying over here. 18, is that what it is? Equals 90. Add the 18 over. That is 9s equals, what is that? 108. And if you divide by 9, you get 12. S is 12, yeah? But they want to know what JLK is, JLK, and NLH is. So if I plug them back in, 9 here and 9 here. 9 times 3 is 27 plus 5 is, I don't know, 32? 32 degrees? Yeah? So that means the other one has to be, I don't know, like 58 degrees because they add up to be 180, or add up to be 90. Or I can plug it back in. 54. No.
So this is not very drawn to scale. JLK is greater than.
That doesn't make.
I don't know why I'm plugging 9 back. Why am I plugging 9 back in, not 12?
Oh, wow.
JLK is bigger.
Did you do the same thing? Is that what you just said? Why am I plugging 9 in? Because I'm dividing by 9. I don't know. Plugging 12 in. So this is 36 plus 5 is 41. Oh, yeah. This is 49. That is not drawn to scale. True? Whoa. Don't go by what it looks like. Don't go by what it looks like. This looks way bigger. I know. Then you think you're big on me. Yeah. I don't know.
So the bigger one is smaller?
Yeah, the bigger one is smaller.
Yep, for some reason.
Yep, 41 degrees and 49 degrees. That's what he is. 41 and 49.
I don't like farming.
Okay. These next ones are free points, but you've got to know what these are. Like, you have to know what these are. What does it mean to be supplementary?
180 in total.
They add up to be 180. All right, give me 2 angles that I know for sure, certain 100%. 7 and 8 add up to be 180. 1 and 2 add up to be 180. What else? 9 and 4 add up to be 180. Any of these would work. What about 10 and 12? Does that add up to be 180? What about 5 and 6? Does that add up to be 180? No. 11 and 6 add up to be 180? No. No. No, not necessarily. No, they don't. What about 4 and 7? What about 9 and 8? Okay, any of those. I'll just do 1 and 2. Sure. 1 and 2 are supplementary. Okay? 2 angles. Angle 1 and angle 2. They are supplementary. Not 2 pairs of angles, just 2 angles.
3 and 10
Okay.
is complementary.
All right, complementary means they add up to be 90.
3 and 10.
I know for certain that 3 and 10 add up to be 90. Anything else? Do 4 and 7 add up to be 90?
Not perfectly. It looks.
No, they add up to be a 180. 4 and 7 sure do.
3 and 10.
3 and 10 is the only one I would say.
Yeah.
Except, what other 2 angles have to add up to be 90?
12.
11 and 10.
No.
10 and 3.
Only if 9 is 90. Well, 11 and 10. I don't know that for sure.
Oh, 8 and 4?
Well, didn't you just say
10
that?
and 3.
What? I don't necessarily know the 90s. Okay, we know that 3 and 10 are complementary. What other two have to add up to be 90 100% no matter what? This is tricky.
7 and 8?
12.
No, that
Nope.
would be 11 and above.
No,
Black.
12.
no. 12 is 90.
12 we know for sure.
Oh, 1 and 10.
1 and 10.
Okay, who took it?
If this is 180 right here, don't 1 and 10 have to end up being complementary as well?
Yeah.
Right? Because they would have to add up to be the other 9. All right, so I'm going to say 3 and 10 or 1 and 10. Or, yeah, 3 and 10 or 1 and 10. Those are the only options that you can do. Okay? All right, what does it mean to be a linear pair? You boys over there in the corner. What does it mean to be a linear pair?
9.
2 angles that what?
Straight line, right?
They make a straight line. What 2 angles make a straight line?
11 and 5.
1 and 2.
4, 9.
Do 1 and 2 live on a straight line?
Yeah.
Sure. What else?
4 and 7.
4 and 7 are a linear pair. 7 and 8 are a linear pair.
10 and 11.
So what's the difference between
10 and 11 are not a linear pair because they have to share a side. Like they have to share a vertex.
Hey, so what's the difference between a linear pair and a supplementary angle?
Good question. I'm gonna write this down.
Does
1 and 2.
12?
Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna say this a little louder. Are you guys put those down? You don't need to be doing that. You need to be not failing your math test right now. That's what you need to be doing. Okay. You're not failing right now because you're not taking it. Good thing too. Okay. 1 and 2 are supplementary, and 1 and 2 are a linear pair. Listen to this. Macy just asked, what's the difference between linear pair and supplementary?
Supplementaries don't have to be on the same line.
Supplementary don't have to be touching each other. Does that make sense? But if they are a linear pair, no matter what, they will always be supplementary. Okay? Woo. Like number 1 and 2 are a linear pair. No matter what, they will be supplementary if they're a linear pair. But like, let's say, I don't know. Let's say angle.
What about 10 and 11?
I don't know.
I think I am right on the 11.
Let's say angle 6. Let's say angle 6 is 130 degrees and angle 11 is 50 degrees. Are those supplementary? But are they a linear pair? No.
Curvature.
So you can be supplementary but not a linear pair, but every linear pair is supplementary.
Yeah, I
Got
told
it?
you. You
Okay.
didn't believe me.
All right, vertical angles.
Then what makes
I made that up though.
a linear pair
It's
touch
true if you look at it.
4 and 8.
It's not at 50 degrees.
Okay, vertical angles.
4 and 8.
Which ones are vertical angles?
4 and 8.
4 and 8. Is he right? Does 4 and 8 work for vertical angles? What else? 9 and 7 are vertical angles. 5 and 6 are vertical angles. Anything else? What about 10 and 2? Are those vertical angles?
1 and 3 are.
Was 1 and 3?
Yes.
1 and 3 works, but 10 and 2 do not?
No.
10 and 3. Wait, no.
Nope.
10
That's
plus
supplementary.
10 plus 12 and 2 works, right? But that's not a thing. Okay?
You could draw
So any of
5 and
those,
2.
I don't know, 1 and 3, vertical angles. Okay? All right. What does it mean to be adjacent?
They're sharing a side.
They're sharing a side and a vertex. Adjacent. 12 and 10 are adjacent. 10 and 3 are adjacent. 2 and 3 are adjacent. 1 and 2. Anything that's right next to each other. Any of these are adjacent. 4 and 9 are adjacent. Right?
5 and 6.
Okay? 5 and 6 are those adjacent. They share a vertex, but they don't share one side. Okay? So any of those pairs that I just circled, like let's say 1 and 12 are adjacent. I don't know. There's many answers. The only one that doesn't have many answers is number 9. These are the only 2 answers you could do for number 9 for complementary. Okay? Good? Do we know what each one of those terms is?
No.
Great. Okay, let's do this. We need to do some distance formulas. We got to find the radius of this circle. Okay? Do you remember how to do distance formula? Yeah, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, right? So when we do a squared plus b squared equals, but why do we do the square root? Because we're taking the square root to find c, right? Okay? All right, in the little bubbles, we're trying to find out how far apart are 2 and 5.
But doesn't that technically only cancel out one of the square roots?
What?
Doesn't it technically only cancel out one of the square roots?
C, like, it cancels out c square.
You just square it when it's inside of it. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 and 3. What's the distance between 1 and 3? 2. 3 squared is 9. 2 squared is 4. 9 plus 4 is 13. And what's the square root of 13? Give it to me. 3 point something.
3.6. Just do 0 for 3.6.
3.6. Okay, hold on. The square root of 13 or 3.6 is my radius, yeah? Does that look like 3.6 units?
That's what I was thinking.
Ish. Does that look like 3.6 units? Ish. Okay, they want us to find the perimeter or circumference and area. Am I going to do perimeter or circumference? For this thing.
Circumference.
Circumference. This is something you have to know. What is the circumference of a circle?
5 times R squared.
No, that's area.
2 pi r squared.
Pi r squared. 2 pi r is circumference. Okay? Do you guys know that? Okay,
Yes.
put it down or I am taking it and putting a hole in it. This is your last opportunity. Okay, great. That's awesome. Put it away. Okay, circumference and area. You have to know these of this circle. You have to know those formulas. I will not give them to you. Yeah, these are two-dimensional figures. You have to know them. All right, now, I'm going to put 3.6 in for my radius. Okay, 2 times pi times 3.6. What's the circumference going to be? 22.63.
2.
6.2. Let's just go 6. And that is in centimeters.
I got 22.65. You're an idiot.
Did you use the exact decimal or no?
Yeah.
You used the exact decimal, so it'd be 22.7 actually.
That's what I got.
Okay?
What?
What's the flip?
They used the full decimal. Like they didn't round off to 3.6. They used the full decimal. Okay? All right, now here's the deal. Brady just a bit ago said, why don't we just use the square root of 13? If you're going to do area, that's exactly what I would do. Okay, hold on. Look at this. If I do the square root of 13 squared times pi, what's the square root of 13 squared? The square root and the square go away, so this is just 13 pi. What's 13 times pi? Shh. What's 13 times pi? 40.8 centimeters squared. Okay, good.
On the test, if we use the rounded amount and it's off by like 0.1, will you
I will probably maybe give it to you.
Probably.
Probably maybe. All right, 14. Okay, let's do perimeter. How do you find the perimeter of what is this shape? A triangle. Okay, great. We know our shapes. How do I find the perimeter of that?
B plus C plus D.
No, what are you talking about? Perimeter, distance around.
C plus D?
This
That's
guy
what it says right
plus
here,
this guy
perimeter.
plus this guy, right?
Yeah.
You
B
just
plus C
add
plus
up
D.
Okay, I can count the bottom side. Shh. I can count the bottom side. How many is the bottom side?
10.
No.
Okay,
8.
yeah.
Okay, I counted the bottom side. That's 8. Okay, I want to find this length, so I've got to use the distance formula, right? Okay, how far apart is 2 and 8? 6. 1 and 6. 5. 6 squared is 36. 5 squared is 25. 36 plus 25 is 61. The square root is 61. What is the square root of 61-ish? 7 point, we'll go 8-1. We'll go 2 decimal places. That'll be a little bit better. Okay? Sure. Square root 8 and 10 is how far? 2, 6, and 1 is 5. 2 squared is 4. 5 squared is 25. That's the square root of 29, which is 5.39. Okay, perimeter, how do I find it? Add them all together.
Well,
Perimeter,
Wait, what is it? 5.39?
5.39 plus 7.81 plus 8.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
21.2. Thank you.
I got that.
And that is in centimeters squared?
It's
No.
No, just centimeters. They say up here, if each unit on the graph measures 1 centimeter. All right, how do you find area of a triangle?
It's like
It's half times
Half the base times the height. All right, what's the base here? 8. What's the height here?
5.
5 is going straight up to the top, right? That is how many units? 5 units? Okay. All right, I can do this in my head. Don't get a calculator. What's half of 8?
20.
4, and 4 times 5 is 20 centimeters squared. Done. Area. This is a,
Triangle.
do we know it's a square?
Yes.
We do?
Yes.
Not necessarily, maybe.
Okay, but like off
One
of
is the
first
same.
glance.
Sure.
At first
Sure.
glance, yes, it looks like a square. And look at that. It's a
Yeah.
square.
Is this gonna be like a bus where we have to like
Notice?
say why it's a triangle?
What is
Yeah,
it called?
kinda.
What's that called?
Proofs.
Proofs, yeah.
0 and -2. How far apart? 2, -2 and 3 is
You only technically have to do this
5. 2 squared is 4. 5 squared is 25. 4 and 25 is the square root of 29, which we just did, which is 5.39. Okay? Good. Now, I do actually know that this is a square. Okay? One thing that I do know is going from this guy to this guy, I'm going up 5 and over 2, right? Going from this guy to this guy, I'm going over 5 and down 2. That's the same amount, right? I have like a triangle that's a 5 by 2, right? So this is the square root of 29 or 5.39 as well. How do I find the perimeter of that of that square?
4 times the
5.39.
S.
4 times 5.39, or adding it 4 times, right? That is how much? I don't know.
I'm gonna guess like
It's
26.
28.3.
28.3?
That's what I got. Yeah.
I checked his math.
Well, I did
28.3
exact
centimeters.
decimal,
Cool. 28.3.
You're just so precise.
Okay, area.
So.
Oh,
28.3. I did
man.
exact decimal, so.
What's the area?
Length times width.
What's this times this?
Something greater than 25.
Hold on. What's the square? Because 5.39 was rounded, right? If we do the actual amount, the square root of 29 times the square root of 29, that is the square root of 29 squared, because there are 2 of them, right? What's a square and a square root do?
Cancel.
Cancel.
29.
It's just 29.
Wait.
Oh man, my
How did you get 28.3? I plugged in 20, the square root of 29 times 4. And it's 21.
Oh, no. I bet what you did is you took the square root of 29 times 4, and it did 29 times 4, and then took the square root of that.
Idiot.
That's what yours did. So you want the square root of 29, close parentheses, times 4, yeah? Okay? Good?
No.
Good?
Hold up. No.
I did 29 times 4.
5.39 times 4. It equals 21.56.
I don't know.
Either I did something wrong or he's doing something wrong.
I don't know. Let me do this again. The square root,
Hold up.
29,
Yeah, Cole, did you do the math? Yeah,
Times
but I
4.
did it like she said.
21.54. Wrong.
Oh, so what did she said?
Fix it.
My stuff and
I don't know.
tell me what I did wrong. And rounded to the nearest 10.
21.5.
I can't
Fix
see
that.
my-
Perimeter. Perimeter is 21.54. I use the exact decimal. 21.54 is what I get. 21.5. Okay? Good? All right, on the back side. We want perimeter and circumference and area and all the things. All right, you're going to do these on your own. Here we go. Perimeter. How do you find the perimeter of this triangle?
Add.
Add all 3 of them. You're going to do this by yourself here in a second. Area. How do you find area of a triangle?
Base, 1/2 times base.
Half base times height. Go. You do it. I'll give you a head start. Okay, here is this triangle. Use that formula. Go. Whoa.
Wow, I'm so smart.
I'm wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah.
No, she's
63.7.
I have 64.5.
I got 64.5.
I got 64.5.
5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117
What did you do? What did you do?
Right.
What?
I got 63.75.
No, that's not right. What did you do?
I'm not the only one that's wrong.
You're stupid.
What did you say the base was, kiddo? What's the base?
I did 8.4 times 8. Oh, I had 8.5.
This is 8.6. Yep. Okay, did you get that for 16? All right. Okay, how do you find the circumference of a circle?
Pi times diameter, or 2 pi times.
Pi times diameter or 2 pi r. What's the radius in this case? 3.6, or you can use 7.2. How do you find area of a circle?
You do pi times radius squared.
Pi r squared.
Are we gonna use this on the test?
No.
Tartar sauce.
Ah.
Done.
Whoa, you're so cool.
Got him going.
Done.
Did you get 'em?
You're so cool. No.
Okay, if I were you guys, I would make sure that you're typing this into a calculator so you know how to do it on test day. Okay? Is that what you got for 17? Did you check your answer with me? Quit it with the dang Germex. No more.
You need a big
All right, 18. What is this shape? Rectangle. How do you find perimeter? Add them all up.
We don't know that though, really.
We do. We do. We're going to assume that it is.
Oh, but we can assume on
Sure.
15.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be
Right.
a rectangle.
How do you find area of a rectangle?
Wait, what did I just say?
Length and width.
Length times width or base times height? Whichever. Okay? Do it. Go.
Done.
You're so cool.
I'm just
Speed, quick.
Yes.
You're... Yes.
Be quiet.
Done.
Be quiet.
I beat you.
What?
It says 271. That's what I said.
Is it okay if we use it?
No.
No.
2 decimal places. That's fine. Yeah. Be
Because the
quiet.
second one I did
Shush.
6.
Round to the nearest 10.
If you give me 2 decimals on the test, I will probably kind of write yes. That's fine. I'm not gonna be that picky. You're fine, Colton. What?
Are we stopping there?
6 days.
Ugh.
What?
I think we should do 19 through 24.
We only have like.
I think we should do those real quick. I think we should do those real quick. 19. We'll try to get through 24. Here we go. 19. What's the rule for reflecting in the x-axis? We did these yesterday.
Y goes negative.
The y goes negative. Here is the rule, right? Okay, so we have -1, -5, yeah? Next, 1, comma, -2. L is -3, +1, yeah? Is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, you forgot the
You have to put J prime, K prime. and
Well,
L prime.
I'm being lazy, it's a thing. J prime, K prime, L prime. All right, there we go. I'm going to go down to the next one. Translation along 5, -4. What does that mean? What do we do? What does 5, -4 mean?
Right 5, down 4.
Right 5, down 4, right? Okay, but what do I do to that? Like, what do I do to each coordinate point? You just, add them. So what's J prime?
4, 1.
4, 1. K prime. 6, -2.
Done.
L prime? 2, comma, -5? Yes?
Done.
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 All right.
Wait.
Quiet. Don't even. 90 degrees counterclockwise. What's the rule for 90 counterclockwise?
Switch and the first one switch.
They switch and the first one becomes negative. Okay, so negative 1, 5. If I switch them, becomes 5, negative 1. But the first one becomes negative, so it's negative 5. Got it? Okay, what about 1, 2?
Negative 2, 1.
Negative 2, 1. Yes, I know. I'm adding them at the end. All right,
1, negative 3.
positive 1, negative 3. Yes. Good. 23. All right, let's go to the other side.
Done.
Are we good?
No.
Are we good?
No.
Yes.
Hustle. We've not got very much time left. Okay. Reflection across the y-axis. On number 20, what's the rule? Negative x. They stay the same spot, but the x becomes negative. All right, let's flip them. So what's j prime?
1, 5.
1, comma 5. Okay, k prime. Negative 1, 2. L prime.
3, negative.
Positive 3, negative 1. All right, what does this mean? Translation along that vector, negative 2, negative 3. What does that mean?
Left 2.
Left 2, down 3. Okay, I just add those to each coordinate. What's j prime?
Negative 3.
2.
Negative 3, 2. K prime.
Negative 1.
Negative 1, negative 1. L prime.
Negative 5. Negative 2.
Whoa, I got negative 4.
It's negative 4.
Negative 5, negative 4. Okay, what's the rule for 180?
They both go negative.
They stay in the same spot, but they both go negative because 180 is the same thing as flipping over the x and then flipping over the y at the same time, right? So it's just negative for each one, right? Okay. All right. So j prime, go.
1, negative 5.
1, negative 5. K prime,
Negative 1, negative 2.
negative 1, negative 2. L prime,
3, 1.
3, 1. Do you know these rules?
No.
Nope.
You need to study them.
10.
Okay. You need to study them. All right. We'll pick up the 3D figures tomorrow.
You know, it could be nice to know how to use
Done.
the test.
No, you don't need it.
Like no one here.
You don't need it. Yeah, sure. Yeah.